Forever. Dog.
On a slightly more serious note, which I don't think anyone's ever said when introducing this film before, but such is the nature of this program, we have kind of a guilty pleasure of mine. It's something I picked up recently for the really wonderful price of $4.95 plus tax at Aaron's Rock and Roll here in Austin, Texas. The owner of which is not named Aaron. His name is Gary. Gary is the owner of Aaron's Rock and Roll. I just want to clear that up because stop calling him Aaron. He doesn't mind it, but he's not like in love with it. We have Sometimes They Come Back. And you may wonder why I've paired these two films together. Like a fine wine. We've gone by the labels, not by the flavor or the vintage or the region. No. We've merely gone by the label because I am a true connoisseur, and that's how we do it. We choose a wine by the label. I don't drink, so if I buy you a wine, it's gonna be because it's got a nice picture on it. I'm sorry. That's how we're gonna do it. But no, if I pick you a movie, it'll be, yeah, I'll think a lot about it. Now, a lot of people are confused about the order of the Sometimes They Come Back movies because it is a trilogy, and this is the third in the trilogy. So the order is Sometimes They Come Back, Sometimes They Come Back Again, and Sometimes They Come Back for More. And like all great trilogies, this is the very finest, in my opinion. And interestingly enough, and there are great trailers on this tape, because this is from one of the finest periods of home video horror. The trailers are amazing. We have a trailer for The Eternal, a film that I really love. Again, terribly reviewed film. Really misunderstood film. We have a Christopher Walken performance. It's one of the only bog witch movies I've ever seen. Bog mummy films, if you know anything about that. It's set in Wales. It's a story about addiction recovery. It reminds me a lot of an Abel Ferrara film. Again, the Abel Ferrara films of that period I love so much, and I have read so many terrible reviews of. The Blackout, one of his Matthew Modine movies, which has Dennis Hopper and a lot of handheld footage, is an astonishing film about addiction that is from a similar period. Recommend you check that out. So The Eternal, perfect trailer. Love to see that. It gets you in the mood. Then we have a trailer for Warlock 3, The End of Innocence. Another great trilogy. I will watch Warlock 3 many more times in my life. I don't think I'll watch the first Warlock again. I'm sorry. I just rewatched Warlock 2. I love so much of that. I love the part where Julian Sands, walks the catwalk. Beautiful. I love all the rune stuff. I love all the rope stuff. But is it my favorite? No. Warlock 3, The End of Innocence, when Bruce Payne replaces Julian Sands as the Warlock, and we have a lot of that period kind of sexy nonsense. It's it is a very special time, a very special time for direct-to-video releases, and this is one of them. Now, when they're saying that sometimes they come back again, it's not them. It's not the original them, okay? These are totally new thems, and they're not coming back in the same way. They're not coming back in the same place. It's not the original them, and they're not coming back in the same way. This is like the thing, but not really like the thing. It's like totally different. It's like not the thing, but it's like, okay, if you like movies where like men, like military dudes are trapped in a snowstorm and they can't get help and the radio's not working and they're wandering around and they don't know what's going on, but then like Satan shit is going down and they're like confused about it. But then there's like, you know, there's doubt and intrigue, and there's like women who are smart and good at their jobs, and then the men are dumb and bad at stuff. But then like one's kind of good, but then one goes insane, and then it's great. If you like that, you'll enjoy it. Confusion abounds. It's of this particular time. It gives me great joy because it evokes a world of the glories of video rental stores, of just seeing the banger cover and picking something up and popping it in and going, it's all right. Because it is. It's all right. It's pretty good. It's solid. It's a real movie. It's no Mangler 2. The Mangler 2 has just gotten better and better with time. The Mangler 2 is... Oh my God, the Mangler 2. I mean... Look, I'll fight anybody over the Mangler 2. Like, and I'm not a fighter.